Hi friends, I'm Parvez and this is our 27th video in PyQt5 GUI Development. So in the previous video we have learned that how you can retrieve data from Mysql Database in a Qtable widget. So for example, you can write the DB name, so it's PyQt5, and you can write your table name, users, and if I say show data, you can see that these are the data that I have in my Mysql database. So in this video I want to show you that how you can authenticate the user. For example, we are going to make a simple login user in PyQt5. So now I've already opened my Qt designer and I'm going to just create a widget application. So now we need to design our application. The first thing I need to add a horizontal layout in here. And in the horizontal layout I'm going to add a QLine edit with a label, so a line edit, and also I'm going to add a label. I need to add another horizontal layout in here, and in this horizontal layout I'm going to add the same label and also a QLine edit. So now this is my line edit, and also I need to add a label. Now after this I need to add a vertical layout, and in the vertical layout first add a push button, and after adding push button we need to add a label. Okay, now right click on the window and we want the layout should be vertically. Now this is our layout. We will make this so the first thing I'm going to just change this text label to email, and also I'm going to change this to password. So password, and change this to login, and also this is a text. So first I'm going to change the ID of this, the object name, so this is label result, and we are going to just change the font, so it's bold, and after this also I need to change this, the object name from this, it's line edit, we want to make it line edit email, and for this first we need to change this to line edit password. Also we need to change the echo mode. So if you come down we have echo mode, so it's normal, but we want to make it password. Now if I preview this, so you can see this is our design. Now we need to add a spacer in here between the login button and also this line edit. And now if I preview this, okay, now you can see it's looking good and we have our design. So remove this text label from here. Okay, now we need to save this because we want to convert this UI file to Python file. Now for this we need to just save our UI file. So I'm going to just call it login.ui. Okay, now after saving you need to copy the UI file and paste the UI file in the scripts folder of your Python installation. So this is my Python installation, and in here I have scripts folder. Now I'm going to just add my UI file in here. So this is my UI file. It's because we're using PyQt5 for converting our this UI file to Python file. So now in here we can just open in terminal, And this is our terminal. Now in here we can convert our UI file to Python file. So PyUIC5, and after that you need to give your UI file name, and the output is login.py. So now you need to find the converted file in the scripts folder. So you can see we have login.py. Now I'm going to just bring this file in my PyQt5 video directory. Let me paste in here. So now I can find it in here. This is login, and now this is my converted file. Now if I run this, so you can see now I have the label to line edit and also with the login button. Okay, now we're going to start our coding. The first thing I need, I'm going to just import Mysql connector. So I'm using Mysql connector. So from mysql.connector, or we can just say import, so import mysql.connector as MC. So now in here I'm going to just create a login in here. So login. Now the first thing I need to get the data from the line edit. So first one is email, and we can say self.lineEdit email.text, and we have password, and it is self.lineEdit password.text. So after getting the email and password, now we need to connect this to the database. We need to connect our application to the database and also the table that we have. So I'm going to just create MyDB, and we can say mc.connect, so we can use connect function. And in here the first thing you need to add the host name. So I'm using WAMP server, so it's localhost, and the user, it's root. Password, I don't have any password, and also the database name. So if you see, so I'm going to use this PyQt5 database, and I have a table of users, and in the users table I have some users in here. So for the database I'm going to just give it PyQt5. So let me just write accept mc.error as e, and we can say self.label result.setText, error. Okay, first I need to create a cursor object in here. mydb.cursor, and after creating the cursor, now we need to execute our query. So in here I can say my cursor.execute, or first I'm going to just create my query in here. So query, so we can say select email and password from users, where email like, and in here we need to just find the likeness between the email, and so in here you need to add the email class email. We need to concat this, and now we want to check the password, so we can say password like password, and we need to close this. So okay, now this is our query, and now we can execute this query. So my cursor dot execute, and in here I need to add the query. So after executing the query, now I'm going to create a result in here, and I want to just fetch one of the users. So I can say my cursor dot fetch one. And now we can check. So if result is none, so if the result is none, we are going to just say self.label result.set text, and we can say incorrect email or password. And in the else case, I'm going to just say self.label result.set text, and I can say that you are logged in. Okay, now this is my code, and now I need to just connect this with the push button. So my push button, okay, now this is the push button. We can say self.pushButton.click the dot connect, and we want to connect the login. Okay, now if I see my database, so let me just get this email. And so first I'm going to add a wrong password. So like this, if I log in, so you can see that I am receiving error, but I should receive incorrect email and password. Now I think there's a problem in my code. If I add my correct password, if I log in, so now let me just find the problem in the coding. I think the problem is in the query. So guys, select email password from users where email like email, and yeah, I think this is the problem. And password like password. Now let me just run this again, and this time let me just find. So if I add a wrong password, because the incorrect email or password, if I insert correct password, and if I log in, you can see you're logged in. So now I want to, when the email and password is correct, I want to open another dialog. So for this, the first thing we need to import QDialog. So I'm going to just say from PyQt5 Qt widgets import QDialog. Okay, now if this is correct, we are going to just say my dialog QDialog my dialog dot set model to true, and also we need to execute. So my dialog dot execute. So now if I run this, and if I add correct email and password, login, so now you can see that we have the second window in here. So like this, you can work with creating a simple login. If you have any question, please let me know, and if you want the source codes, you can just check my website geekscholars.com and you can get the source codes.